Yep, 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 yep. Yep. What's up, y'all? Tell Like It Is TV, man. Let's talk about it, y'all. So first of all, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you want to donate. The links is in the description box. If not, that's cool. The like button that's right, y'all. The like button is free. All right, man. So, let's get into it, man. I said I was going to do this video last night as I was on the live stream. Salute to everybody that was a part of the live stream last night. Man, that shit was crazy. But once again, salute to David Benavidez. Got the job done yesterday. Proved me wrong. You know what I'm saying? I was going for boo-boo. You know what I'm saying? I thought Andre was going to pull it off. But unfortunately, you know what I'm saying, David was the better man last night. You know what I'm saying? So salute to David Benavidez, man, for his victory. Salute to Boo Boo Andre. I still will support a Boo Boo Andre fight. At the end of the day, it's not about losing, you know what I mean? And if you're going to lose, it's about how you lose. Like I told you on my live stream, once he got hit with that shot in the fourth round, he never recovered from that shit. You know what I'm saying? It just was what it was. But he fought with extreme heart. He tried, but, it is what it is. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to recover. And David Benavidez is that dude. You know what I'm saying? He is really that dude. You know what I'm saying? But I think the time is now for Canelo Alvarez. I'm going to keep it a bean pie with y'all. You know what I'm saying? At this point, if Canelo does not fight this man Cinco de Mayo, he's ducking Benavidez, in my personal opinion. Now, do I think that Benavidez beats Canelo? No, I think Canelo beats Benavidez, but he going to have to go into a dark place to get that dub. You know what I'm saying? He's going to have to go to a dark place to get that dub. I think Canelo's defense is a little bit more tighter than Boo Boo's. You know what I mean? Canelo for as a guy that's, not an athletic boxer per se, you know what I mean? Canelo has great movement, especially within his hips. You know what I'm saying? That's very important when, you weaving shots and shit like that. Canelo is good with catching and shooting. Canelo is almost great at almost everything. And the nigga got an iron chin. You know what I'm saying? Nigga Canelo got an iron chin. You know what I'm saying? So, it'd be very interesting to see what happens if these two are to fight. I hope they do fight. Canelo has to has to take this fight. Just as if when Mayweather had to fight Canelo. This is Canelo's time to be in a real legacy fight. I went through the nigga resume yesterday and I showed y'all Canelo is not over niggas like Oscar De La Hoya. He not over Juan Manuel Marquez. He don't have better resumes than these guys. You know what I'm saying? There's not a victory on Canelo Alvarez's. As much as he accomplished, he won titles, this, that, and the third, but there's no legacy defining victories on. I mean, you can give him the undisputed. You can possibly, but like I said, the cable plant, I give him that one because that was for undisputed. So I give him that one. Golovkin, I give him the Golovkin fights. You know what I'm saying? Not the third one though, but the first two, I give him that. But other than that, bro, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like what fight that we was like, we was clamoring to see and none, you know what I'm saying? This would be the fight with David Benavidez. This is Canelo's time to get this victory, man. You know what I'm saying? And y'all know I'm not a big Canelo fan. Well, I won't say I'm not a fan of Canelo. I just don't like how the nigga be moving. The nigga be moving weird as fuck. You know what I mean? But is he capable of beating David Benavidez? Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? I'm rolling with Canelo for the first time in my life. You know what I'm saying? if them two motherfuckers get it in, I'm going with Canelo on that one. You know what I'm saying? I think Canelo gonna get that boy. You know what I mean? But if Canelo don't fight this man next, he is clearly ducking him, in my personal opinion. And we gonna cook and deep fry Canelo ass if he don't fight this man. You know what I'm saying? You owe that to the sport of boxing, fam. The sport of boxing allowed Canelo to get fat while everybody else starved. You know what I'm saying? And it's time, bro. It's time. It's time. It's time to give back, man. It's time to give back to the sport of boxing, man. You got to make this fight happen, Canelo. And I think you can win, but you're going to have to go into a dark place. You're going to get hit with some shots. You might bleed for the win. You know what I'm saying? Like 78 Sport, that boy going to have to bleed to get that win. You know what I'm saying? And I think so too, man. Canelo going to have to bleed to get this goddamn win. You know what I'm saying? Which I think Canelo is a great fighter, man. He does a lot of great things. I just don't like how Canelo be moving because it's like, damn, dude, you are that good. I ain't gonna take that away from him. But the people you fighting, bro, it's like, come on, man, we don't want to see that shit. You know what I'm saying? But salute to David, man. I just think that it's time to make this fight, man. You know what I'm saying? It's about time to make this fight Cinco de Mayo weekend. I think if I'm somebody that's around Benavidez, you gotta don't go radio silent now. You know what I'm saying? Do not go radio silent. People really, really, especially after beating Boo Boo the way that he beat Andrade like that last night, man. There ain't no other fight that we want to see Canelo fight. That's it. You know what I'm saying? You got to fight this man. You know what I'm saying? You got to see this man, David Benavidez. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I know David is he Mexican and Ecuadorian and shit. You know, the whole thing Canelo said, I ain't fighting no more Mexicans. No, nigga, we ain't doing that. You know what I'm saying? And I don't, like I said in my video yesterday, I don't understand how y'all even let Canelo get away with that shit, because couldn't no nigga be up there talking about some, oh man, I'm not fighting no other black fighters, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, I love my people, and you know, I would never get in the ring and fight my people. They be asking niggas every time they threw a camera in that nigga face. So why you don't want to fight no black people? This ain't no black power, nigga. You know what I'm saying? This is all this Black Panther stuff y'all doing. No, this is the fight game. Y'all got to fight each other. You got a belt. He's your mandatory. You must fight him. But, you know, they let Canelo get away with a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it is what it is. But at the end of the day, this is the fight that needs to be made. Canelo has to do it, man. He has to do. I mean, he don't have to. He's a grown-ass man. He's earned his spot. But for the sport of boxing, he got to do this fight next. You know what I'm saying? Like I told y'all, if Canelo fights Benavidez next, this is $1 million to $2 million pay-per-view buys. You know what I'm saying? I would definitely buy this fight. You know what I'm saying? I don't buy Canelo fights. I will buy that fight. I would definitely buy that fight. I don't give a fuck if it's $100, $84.99, $89.99, whatever it's going to take, nigga. I'm paying the money to see that. You know what I'm saying? And after he beat Andrade like that, bro, the whole boxing world, casuals, the whole nine, we ready. You know what I'm saying? We ready for this fight. Canelo owes this to this. He owes the sport that. You know what I'm saying? Point blank, period. Just like Mayweather gave him the shot, he got to give Benavidez the shot. Is he capable of beating Benavidez? Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Is Benavidez capable of beating Canelo? Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. That's a big dude, man. David's a big dude, man. You know what I'm saying? And that motherfucker is like Michael Myers and shit. You hitting this motherfucker, he just still coming. He's still taking the licking and keep on ticking. You know what I'm saying? David, the Mexican monster, Mike Tyson named that nigga, gave that nigga the right name, because I'm telling you right now, Boo Boo was hitting that nigga with some shit. That nigga was still coming for rip it down to the body and shit. Like, man, David did his thing. I ain't gonna sit up and hold you last night. He definitely did his thing last night, man. But yeah, it'd be very, very, very interesting, man, to see Canelo what he would do with Benavidez. That would be for undisputed at 168. And like I said, man, that's a fight I would support. I would support Canelo in that fight. I would support both fighters, because this is the fights that people want to see. You know what I'm saying? And for all y'all niggas out there, man, stealing fights and shit like that, man, this is why they be hesitant to do the fights, because they worried about motherfuckers stealing the fight. You know what I'm saying? Spend your money on that fight, man. You know what I'm saying? Niggas out here spending money on all kind of dumb shit. You can spend some money to support the sport of boxing at the end of the day. Point blank, period. They already got my money. You know what I'm saying? But it must happen next. Cinco de Mayo weekend is perfect for Benavidez and Canelo to get it in, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, we'll see, but Benavidez can't go quiet, man. He gotta get out here, getting these interviews, keep calling them out, keep calling this nigga out, stay on this nigga heels, stay on his heels, all the way up until he duck you. If he duck you, then the whole world know we done with Canelo. We shaming that nigga, you know what I'm saying? We gonna shame that nigga at the end of the day. And Canelo a nigga with pride, you know what I'm saying? Canelo will be acting like he don't be seeing these videos and shit. His team, all them niggas be seeing them videos. They be seeing all these videos, fam. We gotta shame that nigga Canelo if that nigga don't fight Benavidez. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I'm doing a video now, letting niggas know, hey, man, look, Canelo, you gotta fight this man. You know what I'm saying? And you can beat this man. You can beat him. You know what I'm saying? David is hittable. He not somebody you gotta worry about trying to find him and all this head movement and shit like that. Now David gonna be right there for a nigga like Canelo. Them strong ass punches Canelo be throwing and all that, all that shit. He gonna be right there. David gonna be right there for that nigga to catch him. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be interesting because, like I said, Canelo has a good defense. He has good, like I said, what makes a lot of boxers great is really it's in the hips a lot of the times, especially like defensively. Like, when motherfucker throwing more than one punches, you lean in one way, that upper movement and in them hips and shit like that is key. Just like when you punching too, your power comes from in your legs and fucking twisting, you know what I mean? In your hips and all that. So that's where you generate a lot of your power. That's how Canelo be hitting niggas with devastating shots. He already kind of low center of gravity. So fighting a big dude like David gonna be right there for that nigga at the end of the day. But Canelo gonna have to go through the fire to get that win though. You know what I'm saying? Which I think he would. And that would be a legacy defining moment for Canelo Alvarez in my personal opinion. You know what I'm saying? I had some Canelo fans in the building last night trying to argue me down. We had to cook underground boxing. Salute to underground boxing came up in the chat last night. We had to cook, homie. You know what I'm saying? On this Canelo shit. But, I know the Canelo Alvarez fans, they hate Tell Like It Is TV channel. They can't stand my black ass. But it is what it is. We speaking facts, you know what I'm saying? But I would be rooting for Canelo Alvarez in that fight for the first time in my life. Would I be rooting for Canelo Alvarez? Because I think he can get it done, man. You know what I'm saying? I think he can slay the monster. You know what I'm saying? Mike Tyson and niggas calling that nigga the Mexican monster. I think he can slay the monster. If not, if David Benavidez is able to get this win, David Benavidez is going to be one of the biggest fucking superstars in the sport of boxing, man. You know what I'm saying? Point blank, period. Point blank, period. You know what I'm saying? But he got to get this fight done, man. You know what I'm saying? He got to get this fight done with David. I don't want to say Canelo's scared, man. He got scared after that fight, but David got to stay on his ass. Jump out here in these interviews. We want Canelo next. We not thinking about nobody else but Canelo. You know what I'm saying? Canelo should be fighting me. I never lost my title. You should be getting on these interviews talking your shit. Canelo got two choices for me. It's either fight Bud Crawford, because Bud dead ass serious about fighting this dude. So it's either Canelo got to fight Bud Crawford or he got to fight David Benavidez. It's one of the two. If this nigga get out here, fight somebody else, bro, we shaming Canelo. You know what I'm saying? We cooking that nigga. You know what I'm saying? And we done with him. You know what I'm saying? Canelo get out here, fight a nigga that we don't give a fuck about again. I'm done with Canelo. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I'm not watching the fights. You won't catch me recapping shit. None of that. You know what I'm saying? We putting that nigga on mute. We muting goddamn Canelo at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? And we calling David Benavidez the undisputed champ. That's right. We getting delusional with it. Canelo don't fight this man. I'm calling David Benavidez the motherfucking best nigga at 168. You know what I'm saying? If Canelo don't fight that man. And we shaming Canelo. We ain't even dealing with Canelo no more. Go ahead, man. We treating your shit like Floyd Mayweather's expedition fights and shit. You know what I'm saying? We really don't care. We'll watch it. You know what I'm saying? We'll watch it and shit, but we ain't hyping it up. We ain't doing none of that. You know what I'm saying? It's just something that's on and shit. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, Canelo got to do it, man. You got to do it. You owe it to the sport of boxing, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You done got fat while everybody starved, fam. It's about time to come outside. You know what I'm saying? It's about time to come outside and come play. It's about time to come outside and come play, Canelo. And I believe in you, fam. I believe in you. I'm gonna keep it a bean popping, real critical of Canelo, but like I said, this win right here against David Benavidez, he can get some respect on his name for that one. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna put some respect on that nigga name. Shout out to Birdman. You know what I'm saying? Put some respect on my name. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna do that if Canelo is to get out here and beat that man. I'm gonna keep it a whole dollar with y'all. If that nigga get out here and beat Benavidez, I'm giving that nigga all-time praise. Cause a lot of y'all niggas is running around here. Y'all been on this Benavidez hype train. Well, I ain't gonna say hype train, but y'all been gassing, old boy. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna hold you. I thought Cable Plant did a great job. I thought that fight was a draw between Benavidez and Plant. But Benavidez, worked him out in the second half of that fight. Andrade, I thought Andrade, bro, would have gave up a better fight, but once he got hit with that shot, his ass was cooked. You know what I'm saying? He was done. You know what I'm saying? David threw bro, he caught that nigga with all his weight into the punch. Damn near almost knocked the nigga out. That nigga Boo Boo was in airplane mode from round 4 until they stopped it. You know what I'm saying? Boo Boo never recovered, bro. Never recovered. That's like when you get drunk, you go out, you get drunk, and you don't remember how you got home, but you made it home. That was Boo Boo and Dre from the 4th round all the way up until they stopped that motherfucker. That nigga probably still don't remember what shot he got hit with. You know what I'm saying? But that nigga was gone. And like I said, that referee was trash though last night. That nigga, I don't know, that nigga got something against Andre. Andre must be fucking his hoes or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Come on, Andre. Andre, you got hit in the nuts, so what? Stop playing it off. Like, bro, that nigga got hit in the nuts, bro. Like, what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? You ain't that hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, just cause you ain't got no nuts, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Don't mean that shit don't hurt, bro. Motherfucker punch you in the nuts, bro, that shit gonna hurt. You know what I mean? Fuck is this dude talking about? The ref was a weirdo, and they don't need to be having that referee doing any more boxing matches ever again in life. That nigga's done, you know what I'm saying? But you know, it is what it is. But that's all I really got on this, man. Canelo must come through and do what Floyd Mayweather did for him. He gotta turn around and do that for Benavidez, you know what I'm saying? Or the Crawford fight, you know what I'm saying? Both fights are huge, massive pay-per-view success. I think Canelo got 2 fights that it's mandatory that he got to do. Benavidez and Crawford. I think he can beat Benavidez. I think he'll lose to Crawford, though. You know what I'm saying? I think he'll beat Benavidez, but I think he loses to Crawford. You know what I'm saying? Depending on if Crawford can take Canelo's power, because because, you know, obviously, Crawford is dead ass about going up to 168. He said the only person I'm going up to 168 for is Canelo. So Crawford dead ass. You know what I'm saying? So Canelo got 2 fights, man. You know what I'm saying? 2 major legacy fights that he must do it. You know what I'm saying? He owes that to the boxing gods. You know what I'm saying? He owes that to the boxing gods. Now, whether he wins these fights or not, we'll see. You know what I'm saying? We'll see. But he owes that, man. He's in debt. Because I'm telling you, bro, when you look at that man's resume, he not over Oscar De La Hoya. Y'all niggas can get out of my comment section talking about how his resume better than Oscar. Oscar, win, lose, or draw, was out here fighting the best of the best. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes back to back. You know what I mean? Oscar fighting niggas like Trinidad, Pernell Whitaker, fucking Floyd, motherfucking Pacquiao, motherfucking, no, he never fought Cotto. What was another great fight? Bernard Hopkins. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, when you look, Shane Mosley, you know what I'm saying? Nigga, when you look at Oscar De La Hoya's fucking resume, bro, a lot of the niggas that he fought are Hall of Famers. You know what I'm saying? Win, lose, or draw. He didn't win them all, but it's not about winning or losing. It's about seeing the best fight the best. It's about competing and shit. You know what I'm saying? Today's era of boxing, motherfuckers just worried about making money. Everybody, and I hate the fact that people blame Floyd for that shit. No, you can't blame Floyd for that shit. Floyd was fighting the best of the best. When Floyd beat somebody, they like, oh, well, that guy wasn't this. Floyd can't beat this guy. Floyd running from this guy. Floyd fight him, cook him, all of a sudden dude ain't shit no more. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear that. I remember that. I was around for all of that. You know what I'm saying? So I remember that. You know what I mean? So anybody coming in here trying to, oh man, Floyd ruined boxing, man. Y'all niggas get off it. Y'all niggas still mad that Floyd beat everybody and retired undefeated. Y'all wanted to see that man lose so bad. You know what I'm saying? But you know, there's only 2 things God only made one thing that was perfect, and that's Floyd Mayweather's boxing record. You know what I'm saying? Floyd Mayweather's boxing record will never be touched. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. And when Floyd had to come up here and give the young lions shots, he did that. You know what I'm saying? When Floyd had to come in here and fight dudes and bigger than him, you know what I'm saying? Because Floyd was always the smaller guy when he fought. You know what I'm saying? None of these dudes Floyd wasn't really bigger than anybody except for Juan Manuel Marquez. You know what I'm saying? And probably Pacquiao. You know what I'm saying? But those 2, anybody else, Floyd was pretty much outweighed. Niggas was bigger than Floyd. Floyd not a big guy at all. The thing that made Floyd extreme was his agility, his speed, timing. He had decent power, you know what I'm saying? He had decent power, his intelligence, and like I said, the way he moves You know what I'm saying? That agility in his hips and shit like that. That shit was key. And Canelo, took a little bit of that. You know what I mean? He took a little bit of that with what Floyd did to him, and he's been using that shit on other motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? And you got to give him credit for that. But I think Canelo is a good fighter, man. And I think he's a great fighter. He does a lot of great things in the boxing ring. He's just not fighting the niggas that niggas want to see that nigga fight, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just like Tank. I love Tank. You know what I'm saying? But Tank got to start fighting some of these niggas, bro. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's my man, 100 grand. Even though that nigga out here getting his nails painted and shit, fam. I ain't fucking with that. But Tank is that dude. You know what I'm saying? He's another one. You know what I'm saying? But he got to start getting out here fighting niggas, bro. You know what I mean? It is what it is. You got to go fight Devin Haney. You got to see that man. You got to see Shakur Stevenson. You know what I'm saying? You got to go get these niggas under your belt, fam. You know what I mean? Point blank, period. But Canelo, I believe in you, man. I think you can get it done. But if you don't fight this man and you fight, you ain't got no fight lined up right now. You don't fight this man, it's going to be shame, bro. It ain't going to be good. You know what I'm saying? It ain't going to be good if you don't get that young lion his opportunity. You owe that to the sport, fam. You know what I'm saying? And if you come out with the victory of beating David Benavidez, the Mexican monster, and all this other shit, you know what I'm saying? Man, that's a hell of a win. That's a hell of a win. But then Canelo going to have to get up, and he going to have to do it again. And then he going to have to give Bud his goddamn shot. And after Bud, Canelo do what the fuck he want to do. You know what I'm saying? Because I would say Canelo's in the third quarter of his career. He ain't in the fourth quarter yet. But Canelo's time is coming. And the longer Canelo waits, the worse, the less chance, the more chance I would start to give Benavidez to beat him. You know what I'm saying? Canelo got to get this fight popping now. You know what I'm saying? Canelo wait any longer and trying to prolong this shit, he going to get in there and David Benavidez going to beat the shit out of him. He going to start getting old. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You better get this boy now. You know what I'm saying? You get this boy now, Canelo. You know what I'm saying? The time is now. But anyway, I'm going to do another video. We're going to talk about Bud Crawford. What's next for Bud as well. Bud was at the fight. Like I said, he said the only one he fighting would be Canelo. We know that he turned that one. Not turned down, but he dismissed the Boots fight, which I think is a bad idea, in my personal opinion, and we'll get into that in the video. And he ruled out Jermell Charlo. You know what I mean? The way Jermell Charlo went out, he went out like a complete sucker against Canelo Alvarez. We just got to keep it a bean pie with that. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. But we'll do a quick video on that real quick, and that's really it, man. But anyway. Canelo. Steroids. Y'all don't want to talk about that, though. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But nah, salute to Canelo, man. But bro, man, you got to take the fight, nigga. You got to take the fight. We ain't trying to hear, I ain't fighting Mexicans, none of that shit, because nah, we ain't doing that. You know what I'm saying? You get your ass in this ring, you go out here and you do what you supposed to do, and what I believe you can do, and you go out here and you shock the world. Well, I ain't going to say shock the world, but you make motherfuckers put respect back on your name, fam. Been a lot of smut on Canelo's name, and I'm going to keep it a bean pie. A lot of that shit is his own fault from not giving the fans bro, you could have been for Andrade. You could have been doing that to Andrade, right? You could have been beating Andrade ass like that. You know what I'm saying? You could have motherfucking, you know what I'm saying? You could have had that under your belt. He would have had boo-boo under his belt, bro. I could look at that resume and be like, that was a good one right there. I give him that. You know what I'm saying? Canelo beat that boy. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. You know what I mean? We on to the next. You know what I mean? But he let David get that. David got that, and David got boo-boo under his under his resume. So far, man, David he's starting to rack up some of these names, man. Cable Plant, you know what I'm saying? Stopping boo-boo. That was serious, man. That ain't nothing to sneeze at, bro. That's nothing to sneeze at what David did last night, man. That was very impressive, man. That's the way, when you trying to line up a fight, a mega fight like that, man, that's how you go out there and do it, man. For other boxers, man, that's how you go out there and do it. You go out there and you finish the fucking job, you know what I'm saying? Shakur, take some goddamn lessons, you know what I'm saying? You out here, running and jabbing around the ring all goddamn night. Don't nobody want to see that shit, fam. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody want to see that. Take lessons from David Benavidez. what you seen from Andrade, you know what I'm saying? What you seen from Jamel Charlo, you know what I'm saying? Jamel Charlo was out there fighting. Salute to, Jamal Charlo, the older brother. You know what I'm saying? Salute to him. You know what I'm saying? He went out there battling his mental health and all that. You could tell after the fight, you know, he was super emotional about the shit. You know what I mean? Like I said, these fighters, man, they go into dark places. Like I said, to be a fighter in general, bro, you got to be in a dark place at all times. At all times, you in a dark place. You know what I'm saying? So it's not easy when these fighters crack and break and, you know, you see these niggas wilding out or acting weird or some shit like that, bro. These niggas be dealing with a lot of shit. It's a lot of pressure, a lot of stress. You know what I'm saying? They always got to be in fight mode, training, this, that, and the third. And then when you cutting weight and shit like that, bro, shit it's tough, man. That shit ain't easy. They make it seem easy, but that shit ain't easy, bro. It just ain't. That's why I got a lot of respect. And I don't really come up here and trash fighters too much. You know what I'm saying? Unless a nigga, you know, claiming he this and then, you know what I'm saying? You're not fighting nobody we want to see. Nigga, you ain't that. You going to have to prove to me. You got to show me. You know what I'm saying? I'm from the show me state, no Missouri. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to show me that you that dude like that. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, nigga, I don't believe. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But, yeah, man, I think Canelo's good enough to get it done. But David is good enough to beat Canelo as well, man. So it's whew, oh my goodness, bro. I want to see it now. Now I want to see it before I be like, you know, I want to see it, but I really don't care for it. But if that fight happened, I'll definitely be into it. But after this nigga did boo-boo like that, I got to see it. I'm fiending for it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm fiending for that one. You know what I'm saying? I'm fiending for it because the glory is there for Canelo. The glory is there for Canelo. He just got to get out his own way and motherfucking sign that contract. You know what I'm saying? Sign that contract and go get Benavidez under your belt. And if you lost to, let's say if Canelo was to lose, which I don't think he will lose to Benavidez. But if Canelo was to lose to Benavidez, I wouldn't trash Canelo for that. I would not. Absolutely not. You know what I'm saying? Canelo would still get all-time praise. Because like I said, to me, it's not all about winning and losing sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's just about fighting the best. And when you still gonna get your respect at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? You already accomplished everything you can really accomplish in the sport of boxing. You ain't got nothing else to fight for but legacy at this point. You know what I'm saying? You did it already. You didn't been champion at 154, champion at 160, champion at 175, undisputed at 168. You ain't got shit else to fight for. You made all the money you can. You know what I'm saying? Now it's all about legacy at this point. You know what I'm saying? And I think Canelo Alvarez is great enough to go out here and get that motherfucking dub. But that nigga is going to have to go through the fire because that nigga Benavidez, bro, that nigga's a beast, man. He's a monster for real. You know what I'm saying? He's a monster for real. That's the nigga in your dreams chasing you and shit. And you can't really go. Benavidez the nigga chasing you in your dream and shit. You can't fight this nigga off nothing and shit. You know what I mean? Any of y'all ever have them kind of dreams and shit? You be fighting a motherfucker. You ain't got, it just seems like nothing's working. This nigga just still coming and shit. You like, God damn, bitch ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, nah, that's David Benavidez. You know what I'm saying? David Benavidez is that nigga chasing you in your dream and shit, fighting you and shit. You hitting this nigga with everything. You ain't got enough power to keep this motherfucker up off you. That's David Benavidez, the Mexican monster. But I think that Canelo will slay the monster at the end of the day. I got Canelo slaying the monster and proving that Canelo Alvarez, we need to put some respect back on his name. Anyway, for Canelo to get his name back, he gonna have to get out here, go into that dark place. Go and snatch that victory from David Benavidez, which I think he would do. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day. But I could be wrong because I thought Boo Boo was going to get out here and motherfucking get that win. But I think that at this point, Boo Boo, inactivity, like I said, I'm not going to make excuses for him because it's a great win for David Benavidez. So I'm not going to make excuses for him. But I think Canelo's the better conditioned fighter. Canelo is somebody who's more active as well. Canelo fights like twice a year. So he's always active, you know what I'm saying? Which he has over a lot of fighters because a lot of fighters is only fighting once a year. A lot of the main fighters, let me say that, only fighting really like once a year. But, you know, Canelo fights twice a year. He's active, stays in the gym, stays working, you know what I mean? So he gonna be ready for that boy. But they got to make that next. That got to be the fight. Cinco de Mayo weekend, you know what I'm saying? Must make it happen, player. You know what I mean? Anyway. David, stay on his ass, David. You really want that fight? You know what I'm saying? This how David and them gonna prove they really want this fight for real. Or y'all niggas just clout chasing off Canelo name. You got to stay on that man's ass. Don't get out here and get quiet. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, you know, the world knows what fight we want, what we want. Nah, you got to keep getting out here. For a nigga like Canelo, bro, you got to low-key kind of piss that nigga off. You got to test that nigga manhood. Because one thing about Canelo, I give him credit. If you piss him off, he going to fight your ass. You know what I'm saying? Y'all remember when Laura ran up on that nigga at the press conference? You know what I'm saying? Canelo would have never fought Laura. He went against Oscar and all of them. Oscar wanted no parts of Laura, Anderson Lowry Laura at the end of the day. Wanted no parts of that man. You know what I'm saying? That nigga Laura pulled up into that nigga press conference talking Spanish and shit. You know what I'm saying? That nigga Laura was popping that shit. You know what I'm saying? Canelo was like, oh, fuck no, I'm fighting that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Now, I thought he got cooked. I thought Canelo lost that fight, but it was what it was. But he fought him, you know what I'm saying? But that's how you gotta get Canelo, man. You gotta keep on his ass to where the point is like, all right, you know what, man? Sign the fucking contract, man. Send him the contract, you know what I'm saying? No boxing, no life. No boxing, no life, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna see if Canelo's standing on that, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna see if you're standing on that, Canelo, you know what I'm saying? Because you gotta see this man right here. You got to see that man. You got that man title. You know what I'm saying? You got that man title. You know what I'm saying? So you owe that nigga more than anybody. I don't give a fuck who's the mandatory in the IBF, who's the mandatory in the WBA, who's the mandatory in the WBO. I don't give a fuck about none of that. You know what I'm saying? You got to fight this nigga Benavidez next. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody trying to wait all the way to September or whenever you want to decide and some weird ass injury or something like that happen. Canelo need to get this nigga now. You know what I'm saying? You need to come get this glory now. You know what I'm saying? At least niggas are back up off you if you was to beat Benavidez. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to worry about, I mean, niggas would still want to see that Crawford fight, but you know, you got two huge, massive paydays with these two fights. You know what I'm saying? But anyway. Tell Like It Is TV. Shout out to day ones. Shout out to new ones, man. Make sure y'all niggas hit the like button, the subscribe button if you want to donate. The links it's in the description box. If not, that's cool. The like button is, that's right, y'all. The like button is free. Anyway, Tell Like It Is TV. We out of here, y'all.